of a prophecy. And it is the 50th anniversary, so we are glorifying Srila Prabhupada and his contribution and his activities. So the first 2 slides or so, a few slides, will set the scene of Srila Prabhupada in South Africa. Some of you may know those devotees, some of you may know those names, but even if you don't, it's okay. Just to hear their spiritual names is all Benedictine. And thereafter, we'll speak about recite about the philosophical reasons and the predictions given about Srila Prabhupada. What are those points that establish Srila Prabhupada as the pure devotee of Krishna? So, can you bring it down a little more? It's too loud. Okay. So, we are now going to see a little excerpt about Srila Prabhupada and then out of the poem. So let us see. Will it work? This one? 2. Oh, all right. So I need to bring a mixer the next time. Are we getting sound? Turn it up. Alright, so let's see something about Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. A hypnotic rhythmic chant of 16 words has replaced LSD. On 2nd Avenue and 1st Street is a storefront in which a Hindu Swami has set up shop.
Traditionally, Swami's yogis and masters all moved uptown to the rich. And here was Bhaktivedanta, right in the depths of Calcutta.
Swami Bhaktivedanta, he once said that he was the servant of the servant of the servant of God.
Everyone is thinking, I'm American, I'm Indian, I'm European, I'm Australian. I'm not this body. I am the spirit soul.
Teachings of Bhakti are a revolution within the heart. They're meant to change the way we see the world. The 60s, everything exploded.
The young people were not satisfied. They were looking for something more.
We wanted to find out what is the truth.
At the age of 70, Srila Prabhupada just left everything that was known to him.
He said, I want to go to America. I said, are you crazy? Only man, you are going to die.
He was fearless and he was bold. He did not give up his dream. He had this one spirit, one calling in his heart. And if someone told you the story, then you wouldn't believe it.
So I went to America alone.
All by himself, a trunk of books, 40 rupees. It was impossible. But Srila Prabhupada had faith. Prabhupada had a vision for the world from day one. He wanted to embrace the world.
So that's an excerpt from a very beautiful movie that was done by Yadu Bahar Prabhu. In the year auspicious 1975, did the greatest fortune on our shores arrive. The Supreme Lord's personal emissary, Srila Prabhupada, a most powerful saintly personality in words and activities. chanting Krishna's glories constantly. Hundreds responded to the devotees' calls, eagerly packed into the city halls. To the devotees, his instructions were clear, and thus a magnificent temple in Chatsworth would appear. It was in 1970 that Prabhupada wrote to Tamal Krishna Goswami with his desire to visit Africa with a group of 5 and 20. However, it came to pass that a young boy, Shuri Das and Rishi Kumar Swami in 1972 were the early devotees sent to prepare their way for Bhaktivedanta Swami. They relate remarkable stories of Krishna's hand in their destiny, who sent them an endless list of well-wishers, initially from the Gujarati community. An early team of Pusta Krishna Swami, from England, Partha Sarati, Janakraj, Jagadguru, Ramanujacharya, Brahmacharis, Gokulendra, and Dasi Rochani. Stopping at every town and village in the yellow VW Kombi van, successful programs of films, talks, and kirtan. Soon arrived Prabhu Ridha, in keen anticipation prior to Srila Prabhupada's visitation, kept himself occupied with book distribution and assisted Pusta Krishna Maharaj with administration. Later came Raghubir and Prabhu Medavi, whose place in the early history has left a mark on ISKCON's legacy. Their adventures are beyond the scope of this poem of hope. Suffice to know, further plans transpired. The trajectory of their preaching and escapades is a story divinely inspired. Let us focus on the arrangements divine. A grand plan by Krishna going back in time. Dharma was attacked in his form as a bull. Mother Prithivi's eyes with tears were filled. Although bearing tremendous pain, one leg of truth remained. Emperor Parikshit vowed to protect Dharma with his last breath, raised his sword to kill the incomparable personality of evil. That devious person, filled with subterfuge, clearly sought Parikshit's refuge, cleverly sought Parikshit's refuge. Hence the compassionate king permitted him to reside in places of alcohol, prostitution, slaughter, gambling, and pride. Unfortunately, that sinful personality known as Kali, whose name heralded this age, entered the gold on Parikshit's crown, to him unbeknown, caused the king uncharacteristic rage when he came upon the great sage. Samika Rishi, in his deep meditation, naturally did not see this visitation. But the king felt great agitation of not being received according to royal expectation, placing a dead snake around the rishi's neck. In anger, that place he left. Alas, who's insulted my father? Cried the son of Samika Rishi, a powerful Brahmin boy called Bhakta Shringi. In his love and immaturity, he uttered a curse piteously that in 7 days the king will die. Thus was the king's destiny. Hearing this pronouncement, Emperor Parikshit made an announcement. This is the arrangement of providence. Hence I relinquish my palatial residence, and on the bank of the Ganga until my 7 days last, will the sages engage in discourse, and until death I shall fast. Thus it was on the banks of the Ganga, in that illustrious and auspicious Sangha, Parikshit Maharaj, in the midst of the devotees, received with honor Sukadev Goswami. The great emperor asked the sublime questions, hence unfolded the divine conversation, spiritual matters in intelligent progression. Known as the Amalam Puranam, the pure Srimad Bhagavatam, a sacred and deep meditation from the divine lotus feet to the breathtaking face of the Lord so sweet. Especially words of divine rapture in those pages captured the song known as Gopi Geet. Tava katamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashabhavam shravanamangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Grenandi Ye Bhuridhajana Ye Bhuridhajana. Again, a divine prediction of your mission. The nectar of Krishna's words and the descriptions of his activities are the life and soul of those suffering in this material world. Those narrations, transmitted by learned sages, eradicate one's sinful reactions, accumulated for ages. These divine words are broadcast all over the world and filled with spiritual power by one like you, munificent and empowered. Srila Prabhupada, you are that great devotee. Krishna's personal emissary, predicted by the gopis, Ye Bhuridhajana. Those who spread the message of Godhead are most munificent, certainly. Mother Ganga had also asked Sri Krishna sometime prior, O protector, O supreme enjoyer, on your departure for the perfect abode, what will be my situation as the Kali Yuga formodes? In the future where sin will be rife and the population entangled in strife? The Lord declared, Dear Ganga, for 5,000 years, unfortunately, those who bathe in you will deposit their sinful activity. Then there will arrive my mantra upashaka devotees, who by my mantra will worship me, and by whose sight and touch you will be relieved from anxiety. Thus, this Srila Prabhupada, I declare, describes you as the pure devotee, whose lotus feet traverse the earth, fulfilling the divine prophecy. Once, Srimati Bhakti Devi, the mother of Jnana and Vairagya, knowledge and renunciation, declared to the great saint Narad, I will leave this place, Vrindavan, and travel to foreign places. Was this a statement poetic, an expression of the Devi's noetic? No, we see it was about you, Srila Prabhupada, who would fulfill the prophecy to carry in your heart and to spread bhakti over the sea. In this increasing Kali Yuga, arises symptoms of the decline of Dharma. In the hub of the universe, the forest Namasharanya, sages perform sacrifices of 1,000 years. How will the populace in the future be saved where their fears? Then in the midst appeared the great Sutta Goswami, who spoke Srimad Bhagavatam, brilliant as the rising sun, the darkness of Kali Yuga undone. Yet it remained a mystery. To spread this message, who would be the one? When Krishna left the earth planet, by compassion he was deeply affected. I have given mankind the gift of my bhakti, but in Kali Yuga they will decline in quality. They will be short-lived, quarrelsome and lazy. Hence, how will they have a chance to become free? Yatishta bihari Krishna kori antadhan kori mani kori hanuman. To save them I will come again, in the mood of my greatest devotee, the original source of divine love, Srimati Radharani. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared and boldly declared, Priti Vitti Yachayata Nagaradi Gram Sarvatra Prachara Hoive Hoinam. In every town and village throughout the world, the chanting of my holy name will be heard. At a time when the world had not developed the technology to fly over the land and the sea, how would such a prophecy come to be? But Lord Gauranga declared it emphatically. Yadi papi chadhi dharma dhur yashyaya mora senapati bhakta yaive tatvaya. If some sinful people escape to far-off countries, they will still receive the mercy of my pure devotee, my military commander, my Bhakta Senapati. 400 years passed and spiritual knowledge declined. However, Krishna detects such flaws and re-establishes the truth sublime. The great scholar Bhaktivinoda Thakur appeared, and in 1885 he declared that Srila Prabhupada would appear in 1896 and will spread the word. In this age of Kali, to chant Hare Krishna will be real religiosity, spread by someone empowered by Krishna especially. There will soon appear a great personality who will move over the globe unrestrictedly, by whose message the fair-skinned foreigners will chant and dance together in ecstasy with the Bengali devotees in the land of Mayapur Dham, chanting Jai Satchinandana Nitai Gaura Hari. In 1896, the 1st of September, an event did happen. The world must remember. Appeared a great personality, Abhay Charan, in Toligunj, Kolkata, the pure devotee destined to be founder Acharya Bhaktivedanta Swami. An astrologer did phenomenally predict, this child will the whole world benedict. At the age of 70, he would cross the sea. A brilliant exponent of scripture would he be. And a devotee of Krishna so great, he would open temples more than 108. After some years at university, did Abhay Charan eventually accept his guru, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, who, when hearing his sannyasi's request Abhay Charan to join the temple, immediately asserted openly, "Don't trouble him now. You will see in the future he will do everything perfectly." Yadi Prabhupada na hoite tabe ki hoite. Yadi Prabhupada na hoite tabe ki hoito. E jivana bahite vishe. Nitai gora re apara karuna ke dite shakala deshe. Had Srila Prabhupada not come, we would be bereft. The mercy of Gaur-Nitai would not have traversed to every town and village on earth. A harsh and painful reality, no Harinam or proper worship of the deity, no grand festivals or rolling chariots, no Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrita. Who would have explained these scriptures so brilliantly? Or given us Mayapur, Vrindavan and Jagannath Puri? Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. A prophecy of his life fulfilled, empowered as the Lord had willed. Krishna Shakti Vina Nahi Tara Pravrata. Only one so empowered can deliver the world. Evidence of the Lord's plan unfurled, distributing Jagannath's merciful glance, giving all the souls a divine chance. Who is it then that cannot contemplate your deliverance most fortunate? Srila Prabhupada, you have always encouraged us plainly Mahaprabhu's message to preach systematically. So say the succession of great personalities. In our little preaching we see people interested in spiritual matters greatly, but I feel we should discuss more your glory. Hence, this 50th anniversary presents us with opportunities for transformation internally and urges us to greater service activity. It is indeed our divine duty to practice properly and spread your message widely. Thus we must appreciate you beyond ordinary measure. Pure love of Godhead you gave is our only treasure. Dear Srila Prabhupada, upon you we contemplate. With focused attention on you, meditate. And our lives in this milestone to you rededicate. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada, the Savior of the whole world. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande Hare. All glories to the Son of God. Hare Krishna. Jai. Thank you very much.